I'm sure, at some point in your life, you've heard of Banksy, the street artist from the UK, commonly known for shredding his own $1 million painting, remaining anonymous, and the controversial messages hidden within his art. Does all of this make Banksy significant? This may seem like an odd question at first, but it's very interesting, and I think there's many great ways to answer it. First of all, let's define significance and what being significant means. I think of significance as lasting and widespread importance. Something could be important to you, like the test you have tomorrow, but have no meaning to the next person, making it totally insignificant. Something like World War II, on the other hand, is undeniably significant. Ask almost anybody anywhere, and they will know of World War II and agree of its significance. This seems to put Banksy in a gray area, somewhere in between the two, but I think there's still a lot more to find out. Using these three questions, I think I can prove that Banksy is significant. The first question is, how notable was it at the time? Or in this case, how notable was Banksy's street art at the time? I would say it's varying, but in general, his art is quite significant. His art got very popular, and some of his pieces appeared in the news, while others sold for millions. Banksy's ingenuity, artistic style, and meaningful messages attached to his art have attracted people, and with more people involved comes notability. The next significance testing question I have is, how symbolic is it? This is where Banksy's impact is really cool. In general, street art is made almost entirely of symbolism. The problem is, most people don't understand it, only other artists. In the street art community, certain pieces are affiliated with different groups, different emotions, and different meanings. Whether the artist is trying to leave a mark or convey a message, they do so in a way that is often only visible from an inside look. Banksy, though, has broken free of the stereotype. Banksy's expert use of symbolism connects his art to meanings in a way nobody else's does. His symbolism is understandable by all, and always means something too. His art speaks for itself. This proves Banksy is symbolic of the street art community, bridging a gap to the public where many cannot. Finally, the last question I have is, how widespread and lasting are the consequences? This is where I think Banksy is the most significant. On the surface level, Banksy may not seem like he's made a lasting impact here, but I disagree. I think Banksy has put a spotlight on street art and shown the street art to many people in a new light. I think the acceptance that he's created around his own community has changed the way street art is viewed and treated as a society. Banksy is significant.